they take a lot out of the stream when I do sound effects. So the matchup here in this game to me to pay attention to, bro, is DJ Burns and Zach Edey is the matchup I want to pay attention to. Now I was gonna come out and say this and be in the beginning of the stream, but obviously it ain't work out like that. But DJ Burns is shooting 64% from the field in the tournament. I had to do the math myself, of course, because they don't have tournament stats. Or if they do, I don't know. Maybe I just went the hard way and did it myself. Anyhow, he is only a 53% free throw shooter in the tournament. In the regular season, he was averaging 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. But right now in the tournament, he's almost getting 4 assists a game, 5 rebounds a game. And this is the big matchup. Zach Edey, he's 67% from the field in the tournament, 70% from the free throw line, 2 assists, 16. The man is averaging 16 damn rebounds in a game in the tournament. He is unguardable. You can't guard him. You can't guard him. You cannot guard him. DJ Burns, I'm hearing that DJ Burns was getting looked at in the as NFL potential draftee, I'm guessing, or the NFL is looking at him as an offensive tackle or something like that. He's a big body guy down low, and he's still underneath Zach Edey. Zach Edey walked up to the net when they cut the net. He walked up to the net and just cut it without the ladder. That's never been done in NCAA history, just to let y'all know. And like I said before, if you don't have the visual and you're just hearing me about voice right now, he literally only has to put his hand over top of his hand, palming the basketball, reach over his defender and drop the ball in the basket. You cannot guard that man down low, and he's really unguardable. Your best chance with him is to foul him, and that's what that you have to foul him on defense. And he's a 70% free throw shooter from the line. If you're going to win that game, North Carolina State, that's what they have to do. They got to neutralize Zach Edey. But how do you neutralize Zach Edey? I need my basketball guys out there in the chat to tell me, how do you stop a player like Zach Edey? Because that is the matchup that I am paying attention to. That is the key to this game to me. I know they both have decent, well enough guard play, but that right there, and this is that traditional way of playing. They're going through their bigs in this game, and we know Purdue's going to do that. That's the key. Of course, I got Purdue winning that game, winning the tournament, all. But I just wanted to point that matchup out to y'all, give y'all a little bit of insight on those stats. That's the key matchup for me to pay attention to in this game. What do you think, bro?
Oh, I agree wholeheartedly with you. You know what I mean? In this setting, a college basketball setting, you can't do anything with Zach Edey. And that's kind of one of the things that I was listening to from Gil's Arena. And they were talking about, well, is Zach Edey the number one prospect? And so he basically said, well, if the GM wants to get fired in 3 years, you draft Zach Edey number one overall, because Zach Edey plays an outdated style of basketball. You can play that type of style of basketball in college, but you're not able to do that in the NBA because, as he said, you only got 2 matchups that you have to worry about per year, and that's against Joker and that's against Embiid. Aside from that, everybody else is going to pull you away from the basket, so you are deemed ineffective. That will cut down on your rebound attempts, is going to cut down on your, being an enforcer at the rim. So, but in this particular setting right now, where you can play 2-3 zone and 3-2 zone and stuff like that, where you don't necessarily have to move too much, no, you can't.
Well, I mean, they do need more electricians out there. This is another case that you're saying. He's tall enough. He could just walk in the average person's house and just change the light fixture without.
That man just scored 40 last week. He scored 40 last week. Nah.
I'm just saying. I gotta start some controversy. I gotta get you jumping on me. I like when you come in and you tell me to cut it out, and then you start dropping the stats and the reasons and everything else. That's what people watch this show to watch you eat my takes alive, and I love it. I love watching the replay when you get me like how you got me in that Hines when we was talking about what were we talking about? Chad Johnson and who be she going to the NFL draft. I had to post it because I enjoyed that moment so much that I had to post it. Uh, I'm like
Man,
on this show. I'm not the optimistic guy that come up with the crazy shit, and you just the big bro type that just be like, bro, Cole, listen, it's like this because of this and this and this and this.
no,
You know what I'm saying? And I like it.
there's nothing
I
I can
think,
say. No, there's nothing, I mean, in this setting right now, you can't do you can't. There's nothing you can do with a man that big. Like literally nothing,
yeah,
nothing. There's nothing you can do with him
you just can't. You just
unless you
can't do
get him in
nothing.
foul trouble.
And that's the hope. But DJ Burns, and I wonder how the game is going right now because DJ Burns actually that's the key for him, man. DJ Burns has to he DJ Burns actually
You have to
has to
score.
get that man in foul trouble, and he has the body type to do it. But they
You have to score.
down
Yeah,
12 right now. They are down 12 right now, 33-45. Second half, I want to see DJ Burns has 6 points, no rebounds, and 4 assists. He is absolutely gone in this game already. Already. And Zach Edey already has 14 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists right now. Lance Jones is the second leading scorer on the team. They are going big, and I knew they were going to play big with North Carolina State. They are out there matching their physicalness, and they are taking it to them with Zach Edey and Lance Jones. You know, big Zach Edey at the center, and Lance Jones power forward, small forward, however you want to put that. But they're out there getting busy on them, man, boys, right now, and that's just how the game's going.
hey
That's
man,
just how the game's going.
you can play that ball and you can do that in college.
I guess so, man. But I'm like, man, it's just so crazy, man. It's just wild, bro. Like I said, but what he gonna do at the next level? Like how you said, what is he gonna do at the next level? Because, and you know what? I wish I would have had brought this conversation too, because we were talking about that at the barbershop too this morning, this afternoon, early afternoon. Like eh, when he don't have in his arsenal like a Wimbiana has. He can't dribble that well. Um, has he gone coast to coast with the ball? I don't think I have seen that. His drip that, and that's what's gonna get him in trouble at the next level. Like how you said, his perimeter guarding. Can he guard on a perimeter? Is he quick enough to do that? But really, I mean, the man is so damn tall. He can actually run the whole court with taking 5 steps. Like the man. I mean, dude, you gotta run when you that tall. You just step. Man, and I ain't trying to joke, but yeah, that's a good take though. And on that, that's the matchup I wanted to pay attention to, and that's where it mattered. And right now, I think that's why North Carolina's down is because of the lack of play from Burns. Right now, that's what's getting them right now. Burns, man. And as far as the fouls go in that game, just real quick, I mean, North Carolina got 9. They got 6. North Carolina State has less turnovers. Purdue got 13 turnovers, and they still winning. Still winning. And North Carolina State don't want to go. They don't. It don't seem like they going in the paint. I'm not even watching the game. I'm just reading stats, but it seems like they don't even want to go in the paint because they only been at the line 2 times. Because
You
it's Zach
can't
Edey. They not
can't
even
win.
trying to get him in foul trouble, and that's the key to the game.
Can't,
Like how you said, get that man in foul trouble.
can't win that way.
Can't. You just can't do it. You can't. All right. We almost done.